All right, we're going to go on to our next one. It's going to be ranking console names.
Ooh, okay. I thought of this one. I thought it'd be fun because I'm like, okay, we've all ranked consoles. That's like a thing we've seen a million times on the internet. But
just the names, not like
just the console name.
Yeah, like Ben.
Ben.
The name.
Rate the name Ben. All right, I'm just going to get started into it. Let me pull this up right here. So, and guy, I will say I did go with some funkier old consoles because I'm going to be honest, they had better names. So as a lot of the newer stuff, I was like, these names are trash, but I still put them in here. But
awesome.
Ben, guess man, pick a number between 1 and 10.
I'm gonna say 10.
Ben, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna just guess. I'm just gonna guess it was this one.
Oh, that's
remember,
a great name.
Your guess, your name only,
right, not
my
what
friend.
It actually is.
Not what it is. Ben, go ahead and go first.
You know what? This one is awesome.
Vectrex, by the way. We didn't say for the audio listeners. It's Vectrex.
Vectrex.
Okay, so this one, like, what is a Vectrex? I don't know, but it sounds awesome, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say B.
Okay, B.
Yeah, in the middle, but a little more.
Christopher?
It's an awesome name. I've always loved this one. Every time I come across a Vectrex, I say the word Vectrex. I'm like, man, this is just such a good one. I feel it deserves an S. It has to be
wow, damn.
right out the
Yes.
gate.
That's
S on this
awesome.
one.
That's awesome.
I'm going A. I think it's it has a V in it and an X in it.
Yeah.
That's an A name right there. Whoever thought of that's a fantastic name.
Ricky?
I'm going to go with Chris. That's an S. Vectrex.
Wow.
Plus, it is
Nice.
great. It
name.
is based on Vector Graphics.
Oh, Vector Graphics.
Yeah.
So the
okay.
X, it complements it well.
Yeah.
What'd you give it? A?
S.
He's an S.
S.
I'm going to
Nice.
give it
Let's
an A.
go, Ricky.
It definitely reminds me. What's nice is it does reflect like the mathing engineering part of it. So
A word?
Yes, I mean in calculus they call it vector this, like it's a line basically, but it's really cool that they made it that way. So I'm gonna say A.
That's a high A. Vectrex.
So can I just point out? I think the S thing is totally stupid.
I know. I don't know where that came
Why
from.
doesn't it just go A, B, C, D, E, F? You know, like why does it start with
S
that?
is
Don't
for
question
special.
our method.
It's so
dude.
dumb.
Why
guys.
does knife start with a K? All right, bro. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I'm just gonna pick a random one. Oh, garb. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ricky. Why don't you start? A Sony PlayStation. Remember, you're not doing the console.
Yeah. I kind of like the name. I'm going to give it an A. The PlayStation. I like it.
Huh?
If you take out the Sony, I'm like PlayStation.
I mean, it is what it is. It's
just
you play the station.
Yeah.
So
I'm at an A also. I think the PlayStation is a sweet sounding.
it's
name.
solid A.
Okay.
Yeah, solid A.
So A.
Yeah.
Chris.
I think it's corny. I don't like it.
And you
I
love
always,
the PlayStation too.
And you
I
love it,
love
yeah.
the system, but I don't know. Of all the names you can come up with, PlayStation, it sounds like, I don't know, generic, corny. I'm giving it a D.
I'm jumping in. Solid F.
Yeah.
When I was a
Go.
kid, my neighbor, I've said it before, told me he got a PlayStation. I didn't know what it was. Went over to his house and was like, literally looking for a jungle gym. Like, let's play. And he's like, no, it's a video game. And I was like, what? PlayStation doesn't make any sense.
Bro, you're
this isn't a
Neanderthal
PlayStation. This is a
brain.
sit
That's so
station.
funny.
No way.
You know?
That's
so
good
D and F brought it way
Let's
down.
go. Let's go. Bring it up down. So F, D,
You guys
A.
suck.
That puts it like at a C. That puts it like at a C. All right, why don't you guys pick a number up there? Pick
4.
any number.
4.
Curse
4?
with 4.
All right, here we go. That's going to be the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. Ooh, both of those. I mean, should we go with the American names only, or are we going with going
Yeah,
to...
you gotta-
Let's go with Genesis.
Let's go American.
Yeah,
Genesis.
Genesis.
All right. Christopher, why don't you start us off?
I think that's pretty good, Genesis.
Yeah.
Gives me the sense of like, man, this is new and exciting, and I like it. So I'm going to give it a solid A. I think it's a pretty good one.
Benjamin?
I'm gonna say B. Like
Okay.
I definitely like it. I don't think it's as good as the other stuff. I'll say B.
Okay. Yes, Curtis?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's a solid F. I don't even know what Genesis means, dude.
Clearly, you're in a church and have never read the Bible.
12 years
Genesis
old.
is the beginning, my guy.
I've
Yeah.
never read a Bible, so I don't know. So.
Ricky, we need to talk about this later, bro. We need to talk about this later. In our next topic, biggest fear is my friend's not going to heaven. Literally. So, all right, Ricky, you're up.
I'm going to C on this because Genesis just reminds me of a name. I think I had a classmate named Genesis, so in my head, it seems like a girl name to me. That's what it seems.
Genesis too,
One of my
actually.
case
So I'm like, it's a
workers
girl's
was
name.
named
I'm like, what?
Genesis. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, oh, it doesn't really seem like a system. It seems like a person.
I'm gonna go B on Genesis. I like it. I do. I like what Chris is saying. It does have a little excitement with being. Well, where does that put it, guys?
I said A.
I said F.
A, F,
Someone be
B.
smart here because I'm the dumbest one.
It's probably a high C.
Okay. You guys be in charge of telling me where it goes because I have to work it back
You
here.
and my A and F cancel each other
Actually,
out. B.
It should be like
C.
higher than the Sony, I think.
You gave
It
it
is.
you gave it an A?
No.
No, B.
B. Oh, so it is.
It's
like-
higher.
I
than
think
Sony.
Sony should be above it because Sony had 3 A's.
Okay, so a little below. Okay, boom. There we go.
Complex.
All right, ready? I'm going to grab one.
Complex.
Atari 2600.
Oh.
Ben, the oldest guy.
Like I want to so rate this high because I like the 2600, but Atari 20. I don't know, guys. Just the name. I'm gonna have to say C.
Ooh, not a fan. I'll jump in. I'm going to go A. I love the name Atari. I think it's such a cool name. It doesn't like mean any back end meaning to me. I just like the way Atari sounds. I don't know what the crap 2600 means. I'm sure it has some deeper meaning, but I just like it. It's always been a name that's rolled off my tongue. Atari 2600 A.
I like it as well. I wish I knew what it means. I kind of like. I'm sure if you went on Wikipedia,
looked
there's a
it up.
reason why.
Only if we were in a room full of 5 gamers
I was
who run a
Internet
gaming
access.
who run a gaming podcast.
But I like for the same reasons. I love the way it sounds. The 2600. Wish I knew what that was too. I'll give it a solid B.
Okay.
I think it's a B.
Ricky?
I had a classmate named Atari as well. I'm just
I was like, let's go.
no, it's a D for me because if I just heard it like Atari, I wouldn't think it's a console or anything like that. I was just like Atari. It kind of sounds cool now. Atari.
It sounds like Atreyu.
It does.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there you go. It's like
Artax.
somebody's name.
Artax.
I don't know where Atari came from, but the 2600 came from a part number. So
That is the dumbest explanation ever. I wish you would have never looked that up, so I never knew
The
that.
screws used in it were 2600 screws.
What's your ranking?
it's just gonna be a C. I don't really think it's too crazy.
Ben, you're in charge of telling me where this goes.
Oh, I am.
I was a
wasn't
B.
paying attention all the
D.
way.
B, D, C, B, A.
B, D, C, A. So probably a low C, like right here by Mega Drive. All right, ready? Next one. Let's go. Dreamcast. The Dreamcast. Let's go Curtis first.
The Dreamcast. I actually love this name. I think it's just something that like really feels like it'd be something awesome. So I would say an S.
Okay. S.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I like it.
Ricky?
It's probably a solid B for me. I do like the name.
Nice explanation.
Nice.
I
It
do
rolls
like the
right off
name.
Dreamcast.
It reminds me of like a
Fishing reel?
like a device that you use to record something, like the Dream. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't really like the name Dreamcast. I feel like I would have liked it if you would have asked me, but when I think about it, I don't really like it. See,
I like it.
it's mid for me.
I'm picturing like, oh, I'm going to play that and cast my dreams out. Like,
You've never thought that before in your life.
but I'm thinking it now. I've never thought.
Don't act like you've thought that before.
But saying it over and over, and I've always liked it. I'm going to give it an A. I like it.
Okay.
I want to say A. I like it a lot.
Ooh,
I think
where'd that put it? I put it a C though.
A, C,
A, B, C.
All
So
right.
2 A's.
It's a low A.
You were an S.
No. Yeah,
said
I was.
S.
I was.
You were
Oh,
an
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. I
So
was.
it's a
remember.
A.
I was
It's a low A.
reading
It's gotta be an
something.
A.
Uh-oh.
So I found out what Atari means. It means it's a Japanese word commonly used by players of the ancient Chinese strategy game Go.
Wow, the Atari.
Pretty
Yeah.
deep.
That's
Go?
awesome.
What's the game Go?
I don't know,
like
but
play it.
it means Go 2600. That's what it means, man.
Xbox F. Such a dumb name. I hate the name, and I love Xbox. I hate the name.
What should have been like Square Box?
It's just dumb. It's a
Dream
box.
box.
You're calling
Dream
it
box.
box.
Yeah, it's true. I
Oh,
would
you're
say
right on
B.
that one, aren't you?
They're calling it a box.
I like look at it and I'm thinking the console, right?
Two X's. It's cool, but
yeah,
it's just, I don't know.
But yeah, just Xbox. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say D also.
Ooh,
I think you said F.
Oh, you did? I'll say D.
Nice.
It does suck. But it's easy to say at least, like Xbox. We say it all the
Simple.
time. Xbox,
Yeah.
Xbox. It's so easy to say. Just for that, I'll give it a C. But it's pretty bad.
because it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
love that. It does suck.
Ricky?
It's an F because it doesn't make sense. The name does not make sense. Xbox. I'm like, what the heck is an Xbox?
Pretty
I'm
If I
not-
didn't know what it was.
I must be garbage.
But I
at
love
this.
Xbox.
I just said it was a B, but like
Hey, whatever you say, bro.
my mind is a little simple. I would just be
B,
like, oh,
C,
cool.
D, E, F. It's got to be a D or E.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the barrel. I mean, this is pure
It's
garb.
D. Solid D.
Yeah,
solid
it
D.
sucks that we're ranking names, but it does make sense.
I mean, we can't. Okay, here we go.
yeah.
I'm gonna mix it up right here. Intellivision. Ben got excited. Let's see. I saw you go, ooh.
I'm gonna say B because it just sounds like something interesting and intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris?
I've always loved this one. Yeah, I can't give it like an S or an A. I'd probably give it a B as well. But every time I say it, I'm like, man, it sounds good. Intellivision.
I'm going S.
Woo!
I think it's
Dang.
such a cool. I think of the time it came out. I think of back then, like it was big for computers to be smart. So like to put the word intelligent basically in there, just I feel like back then that's like, ooh, it's like cool, but like vision is just such a broad term too.
Yeah, right.
I just think it's a really cool name. I have 2 S's. That's one of them.
Dang. I'll give it a B. It's great. It's not my favorite.
I'm a C on this. Like Intel being for information and vision. I'm just thinking about a TV back in the day, and
The
it's like
news.
nothing. So I'm going with C, dude, on that.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Kids these days. Kids these
That's,
days.
hey, if that's how
This is
I
a
interpret,
horrible
I have to think about.
Worst analysis ever.
This is how I have to like literally think about it. Like in my brain, I'm like, well, what is Intel?
Where's that
mean?
put it? Where's that put it?
Information.
S. What was everybody's
It does
score?
suck.
Too much
Call it your
information.
yeah, yeah.
I think I was a
Too
B
much.
or C.
Too big of a word.
Where did that put it, guys?
I was
it
a
put it
B.
like a B something.
You were an
C.
S.
C.
C was the lowest. I think it's
Alright.
got to be like an A.
Yeah, it's got to be an A right there with Dreamcast.
For crap.
Ready? Here we go. Atari Jaguar. Jaguar.
I'm an S on this. I like it. I like the name that it has. Like literally, now that I know what "go" means,
Now I, can't, now I can't wait to put an F on it.
yeah, that's fine, dude. I like it. It's
Go
cool.
ahead, Ricky.
As a gaming console, it's only a C. It sounds cool, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like a console, even though I love.
I feel like I'm going to buy a new car.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
true,
I think
man.
that's sick.
I go D. I don't like it.
I got to go D as well. Makes no sense. Why?
I'm gonna say B.
Go
The only
Jaguar.
one named after an animal, right? There's no other animal consoles. Any other animal?
Well,
Yeah, the
The-
Atari Cheetah.
The Lynx.
Oh, the Lynx. Lynx.
Oh, the
is-
Lynx. All right, GameCube. I'll start F.
Yeah, that's dumb.
It reminds me of Xbox.
It's
It's
the
dumb.
Xbox, right?
When you put the word game in there, it just sounds so
No,
cheesy to me. It reminds me of a mom. Like, did you get your new game? Like, just so cheesy.
No, I really love this because it literally describes what it's gonna be. Literally a cube. I loved it. I'm an S on this.
So what do you
bad
want to
boy.
call the PlayStation 5 friggin'
I like the PlayStation name too. It's literally you walk up to it, you play
Game
the station.
machine.
Yeah, literally. It's like the Shigeru Miyamoto showed his son. He's like, game cube.
It literally reminds me of like
Go.
Zoolander when they're like beating the Apple computer.
yeah.
about
Oh, go ahead,
you, Ricky?
It's a D. I love the console, but it's really very basic.
Chris?
C.
Okay.
It's all right.
You don't
It's
hate
okay.
it.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
hate
say
it.
D.
Yeah, let's go. Let's garb. Get it down on the bottom.
No, hey, that S is up there, dude. You
Great
better-
console, just
You put S for GameCube?
Yes,
Oh,
You
my.
said
that's-
S?
yes.
That still doesn't bring it up.
probably
guys.
Not too many
It
S.
brings it up pretty good. It
Brings it to a C,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's-
D plus.
It's up there, dude.
Magnavox Odyssey 2.
Oh,
S. I'm gonna say S. My first S.
That's my other S.
Yeah.
I love it.
This one is amazing.
It's such a cool name.
I mean, is this sci-fi? We're flying through space or what?
I feel like it's the name of a spaceship.
Yo, get dated, guys. Jeez Louise.
You collect paper. You should love all things old.
No.
Nobody will buy his new paper.
I'm not gonna look up and be like.
That doesn't
oh.
even have to be old. It's just an odyssey.
You know
Bro, in
why?
space.
We've gotten dumber with our generations. Everyone's like,
Yo.
Game Box, X Cube. We're like Magnavox, Odyssey, Vectrex. Like,
Yeah,
that's
right?
cool.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty
it's cool
sweet.
if you want to
It
read
needs
more letters.
2000 at the end.
All right, S. Chris, what about you?
B on it.
Okay.
It's okay.
I was hoping we get a full S.
Yeah, no.
Not with 12-year-old in here.
It's gonna be a B for me.
I'll give it a solid A. It's literally a Magnavox Odyssey. It's an adventure. It's literally what the name means. It's awesome.
Does it really?
I think Odyssey.
Odyssey
is
is an adventure.
Oh, an Odyssey. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
I said B, so.
You said B?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to trash
Oh.
it way worse.
No, no.
He's like talking crap out of
I
his
just
butt.
don't think it's like S tier. It's just too many letters for
Hey,
me.
does that put it up like high?
It's gonna be
yeah,
high.
it
Yeah,
does.
It gets it pretty close. It's
S,
probably tied
S.
with
A.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's gonna be right there.
No, it's like tied, I think, with Vectrex.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. TurboGrafx 16. TurboGrafx.
This is an S for me. I just love it. Like you're
TurboGrafx.
taking graphics, turboing them. It sounds
Turboing them. That's not a term.
It's turbo time.
Turbo
I just loved, and I love everything about it. It's probably my favorite one of all of them.
I'm gonna say A.
S.
A.
Chris, is this because you're wearing a shirt?
Yeah. Dude, love it.
A for me.
It's an A. It's beautiful. So
Solid A, man. This thing.
Okay, this is our highest ranked one.
Yeah. I liked
that's an A++.
It's simple enough for me to figure out. So
I would say it goes just right above the
Yep.
Magnavox Odyssey.
What do you guys think of the super graphics, though? I really like the super graphics.
too.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I think this is my last one. I think another oldie. Oh no, there's another one after this. Commodore 64. Commodore 64. I'm actually gonna go A. I like it. It reminds me of, like, first of all, Nintendo copied it, and then second of all, I'm gonna go. Commodore reminds me of, like, I'm going to war. I don't know why. It just
is it a
reminds
bird?
that's a
Like, what is a
conquistador.
Commodore?
No,
I think
it's
it's
a
a
Commodore, like the ship guy, right?
the band, the Commodores.
What is going on?
Curtis doesn't know any of these older ones.
Commodore.
Lionel
I don't
Richie,
know.
bro.
Look it up, Curtis.
No way.
Come on, producer.
I don't want to do that one.
All right, what do you think?
I'll look it up.
I'm curious what Commodore. Yeah, look up Commodore.
I keep
Well,
thinking it's the lead guy of a ship, isn't it? No,
Well, that would be commandeer. Is that what that means? It's like if
Captain?
you commandeer a ship.
Why is it?
Isn't that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
question.
it is a high-ranking naval officer.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Pirates of the
I
Caribbean.
like it. I think it always sounded good. I'd give it a B.
Okay.
B for me.
A, B,
I'm gonna say C. I don't like it that much.
A, B, C.
I'm a B on it. It looks cool.
A, B, C, B.
It looks
I'm a
cool.
C.
Okay, so it's probably like a B. Probably landed like
As I'm wearing like a dev kit hat for computers.
Come on. All right, this last one, I only put just this one. It's the Super Nintendo because it would have been pointless. But like Nintendo 64, Super, it's all kind of irrelevant at this point. So basically, the Super Nintendo itself. Curtis.
I'm gonna say it's a D. I honestly don't really care for it.
Ricky?
My favorite console, but that name is compared to the other names. If I'm comparing it to the other,
Like even
other names,
Famicom's cool.
Yeah, it's a C.
I'm with you. It's kind of a C to me. Favorite console, too. The name. Nintendo's not even my... I don't really like that name, Nintendo, but I love Nintendo.
I think, I got to go low on this because if you think about it, they actually didn't really come up with the name. Like even the Nintendo,
Yeah.
it's the name. It's like if
It
we
was
were
a card
playing.
game
of the
back in the
company.
day.
Oh, you want
Yeah.
to go play a Sony? Like
Yeah.
what?
It's
Or you want to go
almost-
play a Microsoft?
It's almost
Like,
as lazy as,
if they went
as Sony
so
PlayStation.
lazy and then they doubled down on the laziness. So I almost have to give it an F. Like it's probably like the worst one.
Wow.
As much as I love the
I wasn't
console,
going that hard, but okay.
It's
I'm
fine,
gonna give
we're
it
not
an
talking
F.
about
I
the
feel like it's
console,
the
we're talking about the
laziest.
name.
Ben?
Yeah, for names.
I'm gonna say B. Like I love the super part, but I agree the other part is not so.
What were you? You were F.
Yeah, let's go play a Super Sony.
Let me just go get an entertainment system.
When you put it like that as
Yeah,
an
let's
example,
play a Super
You know
Microsoft.
what I mean? Like,
it sounds dumb.
literally
It's
just
the
added
worst.
entertainment system at the end.
That's
Like,
literally-
what-
Well,
Yeah.
they did
Pretty
entertainment
bad.
system for a reason.
I
That
know,
was-
but I just think that's just like adding extra words.
Well, they
like
had
Nintendo.
to. So Nintendo, when the video game crash happened, consoles weren't allowed to be sold in stores anymore. So they had to change the name from a console or a video
Make
game
it
station
seem like a
to just- it's
computer.
like a VCR or something. It's an entertainment system. So that's why they did that.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, what did they
do you not
block
know
your
that?
guys' alcohol too? Jesus.
So number one ended up being TurboGrafx. Bottom was Xbox. Now I will say, since we're on the topic of this, just before we go, I feel like Sony, if I have to think about it, was the laziest throughout the generations. Right? Think if
Yeah.
Xbox stuck to Xbox
But
One,
there's
Xbox
beauty
2, Xbox
in the cleanness of that. I've thought about that.
PlayStation 1. But it's like Apple. At some point, I don't want to be like, I have the iPhone 1472.
Do you have
I
it?
agree. Shut up. There's simplicity. There's a gracefulness about the PlayStation.
All right. So how do we end this? We say which is the highest and which is the lowest.
Highest was TurboGrafx. Bottom was Xbox, followed by Super Nintendo. The top three were TurboGrafx, Vectrex, and Magnavox.